Does have a keyless entry, so you don't have to use the key to get in, but this is the key, the Acura key. This is a standard key that comes with the car that does not have the remote start. So you have your lock, unlock, trunk, and of course your alarm button. So you slide this over, and then the physical key, which is for your valet, you can unlock it here, or you could lock it with this button. Obviously, the first thing you notice is the red interior. They're all leather seats. The a-spec comes with the option of red or black leather seats. The TLX also comes either a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. This one is a 4-cylinder. You can tell easily the difference if they have a shift knob or if they have the push button, park, reverse, neutral, and drive buttons. Front wheel drive. They also have the option of an all-wheel drive model, which I didn't get. And then directly below the shift knob you have your dynamic mode. This is where you can shift through. If you push this button up here, you get the option of your econ mode, normal, sport, or sport plus. I personally think this car drives so much better in sport mode. It has the electronic parking brake. Press down to release and press up to enable. And also another cool feature this car has is the brake hold. Basically what the brake hold is, you turn it on. Whenever you come to a stop, the vehicle is going to hold the brake pedal down for you. So it's cool when you're in like a drive-through, or if you're in traffic, you don't have to constantly have your foot on the brake. It'll hold it for you. This little space right here is kind of cool because it has a charging port built in. So it's a wireless charger. You can just press your device on here and it'll start charging. And then of course these cars, if you have your phone plugged in, it has the Apple CarPlay that you just use toggling through this little turn knob here. And your navigation, to be honest, it's a little outdated. It has the traffic flow. So on the main streets and the freeways you'll see a colored line next to the street. So all Acuras, even the older models, came with a standard seat heater, which you'll use here. So they all come with these seat heaters on the passenger and the driver's side. The a-spec model is a little bit different. It comes with their air ventilated seats. So it's basically like a fan built into the seat. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like little fans built into the seat, not air conditioned, but you can definitely feel the difference if you're wearing shorts. This little light here, it can either be green or red. Green means your Acura Link subscription is active. If it's red, that means it's not active. So another thing that the Acura Link provides is the traffic flow on your navigation. So if your traffic flow is not working, it probably means that your Acura Link is not working. So that's kind of an easy fix. It's usually not like a setting. And then over here on the right is the interior like dimming switch. If you have it all the way back, it's going to be off even if the doors are open. If you have it in the middle, they only turn on when the doors are open, or you can have it on completely. So if you have it all the way to the back, if you open the door, the lights aren't going to turn on. Now going over to the driver assist features, this car has a lot of driver assist features. So over here on the left hand side, you kind of easily turn them on and off. I like using the lane keeping assist. This one's super sensitive, so I like mine being on sensitive. So if you're on the freeway and let's say you don't even realize it, but you're merging a little bit more to the right, what it does is the steering wheel will start to vibrate and pull your vehicle to the left to get you recentered in the lane. I really like that. It has the forward collision braking, so if it thinks you are getting too close to the car in front of you, first it's going to have like an audible and a visual warning, and it has the heads-up display. So you'll see it up here, and you'll see it on your dash. And then if you don't respond, like if you don't press the brake pedal, it'll brake for you. If you press the brake pedal, it's not going to brake on top of you braking. I'm not really a fan of this. It's in the front and the rear, so if you're getting too close to any object, it will start beeping at you and telling you that you're getting too close. Honestly, I think it does that a little bit too much. On the door, it has driver 1 and driver 2 seat settings, which is pretty normal, but what I think might be different on Acura's is that it's set to each key. So there's a driver 1 key and a driver 2 key. So whatever you set your settings at with the driver 1 key, it's all going to be synced. The seat settings, your radio stations, the dynamic mode, all of your safety features, pretty much all the settings are based off of whatever key you're using. So if you and your spouse have different seat settings and radio and all that, it's going to be defaulted to driver 1 key. So if you're both in the car, it's going to default to driver 1. Sometimes it's a real shock to people too when they first take delivery of the car is it does not come with a spare tire. It comes with a spare tire repair kit, like a little black box, an air box so you can fill up the air in your tire, or it has like the run flat kit. What it has that the other cars don't is the ambient lighting, but at nighttime all of these little trim pieces light up. But for instance, on the glove box, there's this chrome piece, and in this middle, it's actually like a red light strip. And all of the little accent pieces have it. So at night, there's red accents everywhere. So I personally had a Honda Accord Sport right before I had this car. And I have to be honest with you, there's a lot of similarities, but and I'm not just being biased because I have this car, but I really prefer this one. But it does not have a CVT transmission. I can't stand CVT, the way it feels boggy. This car, 4-cylinder or the 6-cylinder, both don't have a CVT transmission. This car is way smoother, way quieter. Even when you like close the windows, it's so airtight in here that it's like almost soundproof to the outside, which I really appreciate. Yeah, this car is super nice for the price point. I think there are some things that are a little bit like behind on the times, like I mentioned, like the navigation and some of the safety features like the driver assist could be a little bit more updated, but this is still a Honda brand, so I think for it being Honda, I think it's still ahead of its time. So would I suggest you get this car? Completely depends on the driver and what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a daily nice sedan that's decent on gas mileage, but you're still gonna feel very luxurious without buying like a Mercedes or something, then yeah, I would get this. So I personally don't need like the all-wheel drive system, and although the 6-cylinder is a lot faster and more responsive, I think depending on how you use your dynamic mode can make a big difference on the like the torquiness. So I just keep it in sport mode and I'm pretty much happy with that. Not a sports car or anything, but it's very luxurious and comfortable. If you guys have this car or are like curious about any of like the features or the settings or anything, you can comment and let me know if there's any questions that you have about it. Hopefully you guys like this video, just going over like an in-depth car tour. And like I said, if you have any other questions or would like me to go in depth on like any of the settings, just let me know in the comments and I will respond back to you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will see you in my next video.